Hi, and happy Thursday, and thank you for being here after another cold one in the neighborhood. We're pretty much on par as far as your weather forecast is concerned with where we have been as far as the outlook is concerned for the past few days. Yes, tweaks to be made. We're all keeping a close eye on Saturday, of course, for all of the festivities, for the Christmas spectaculars everywhere, and we're still faring pretty well. In fact, we're definitely still dry, and in fact, we're just a degree or two warmer, I think, than the last update, and when you're talking about the 30s and 40s, a degree or two could make all the difference in the world. So I'll be glad to pass that along to you. A reminder about what's coming up, of course, in Sagersville this weekend as well, and a host of other news and information. I'm going to go into a couple of things before we go straight to our headlines after a break, and that is, first, a very important reminder for all of our seniors out there. A representative from the State Health Insurance Program, a SHIP counselor, is going to be at the Senior Center tomorrow, and that is going to be for anyone who needs assistance with choosing a Medicare plan. 10 a.m., as far as I know, is still the start time. This is in the morning. This was set for Tuesday, and they bumped it up until tomorrow. So a SHIP counselor will be at the Senior Citizen Center in the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. if you need any assistance choosing a Medicare plan, because open enrollment starts just in just a couple of days on the 7th. You know what is also getting ready to start for McGoffin County Hornet fans? It's basketball season officially tipping off. I think the ladies were supposed to a few days ago, and then weather kind of knocked their schedule off, I think. So now it's boys and girls both tipping off tonight for the beginning of their regular season. I can't wait. The boys are on the road tonight. They are at Betsy Lane. Tip-off set for 7:15 at Lashport. That is their season opener. Their home opener, mind you, doesn't fall until Thursday of next week, December the 11th. They'll be hosting Belfry. As for our Lady Hornets, they too on the road. No, their game is at home tonight. My apologies. Looks like I'm going to try to make that one if at all possible. That is 7:30 for tip-off. My apologies. I thought that was an away game. Might have been at one point. I'm not sure. It changes quite often before the start of the season, certainly. But the ladies, they actually tip off their home schedule tonight, and they stay at home for 5 consecutive games. They have got Morgan County tonight. They've got Belfry tomorrow, Central Tuesday, Phelps Friday of next week, and then the following Monday, they're hosting Prestonsburg, where they take a road trip that takes them through the first couple of weeks, maybe or so, in January. Now, as far as the viewing area team, or at least McGoffin and Johnson County teams are concerned, McGoffin County is the only one not to hit the hard court as of right now. Johnson Central boys had a win, 78-53 over Lewis County. They're in the DJ Begley Classic tomorrow at Pike Central. Paintsville boys had a narrow loss, I think 74-76 versus Blazer, and they are going to be at Knott County on Tuesday of next week in the girls bracket. Lady Golden Eagle basketball, they are playing Saturday at Boyd Central. That's their season opener. Lady Tigers of Paintsville have a season opener that was a loss, 45-64, and that was over Floyd Central. They're at Blazer, Ashland Blazer tonight, that being the Lady Tigers of Paintsville. High school basketball season is underway. This weekend, of course, will be the big Sagersville hometown Christmas celebration. The parade starting at 6 as well. Johnson County's Christmas festivities and the parade and everything this weekend as well. Weather-wise, we're going to be clear, cool, certainly even cold, but calm and dry for all. And that, of course, means the parade in Sagersville starting at 6 o'clock in downtown Sagersville, but live music and everything else starting earlier, a couple of hours earlier at the City Park around 4 o'clock. There'll be a lot of fun things to see and do, a lot of lights to see, and they hope that you'll stop by and take in as much of it as possible. I'll be right back. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
I love working in the coal mines, even though it was hard work. But if you suspect you have black lung, you can't work anymore. You'll find out that filing for benefits is hard too. I had friends who give up after years of trying. If it hadn't been for Big Sandy Healthcare, I wouldn't even have tried myself. If you think you have black lung, call Big Sandy Healthcare and get the help you deserve.
Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, great jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651. I'm going straight into headlines right now, and we're going to begin, before we talk about some local things, we're going to begin with an update on just an update we had earlier this week in regards to the Amber Spradlin trial. Just after, of course, a trial date was set and a bond reduction was given in the case to the one man of the three charged, but the one man charged with her murder. He is now requesting a lower bond already, and as it appears, the other two who are out on bond, his father and friend, are requesting to be released from home incarceration. This past Monday, which was the original trial date for the case of Amber Spradlin's murder, was set to begin on that day. However, that trial date, after was moved by the judge, was set for May the 11th. During that same court proceeding, the bond of $5 million for M.K. McKinney, the man accused of killing her, was reduced from $5 million to $1 million in property and $400,000 in cash. Dr. Mike McKinney, his father, and friend Josh Mullins are both free on a $250,000 bond and $100,000 bond still, respectively, and on home incarceration. Meanwhile, after that decision on Monday to make the bond adjustment and set the trial date just earlier today, attorneys representing M.K. McKinney requested another bond reduction, saying that the $1 million property bond, which requires $2 million of valued property plus the $400,000 in cash, is still unattainable, and that the law dictates that any court cannot set a bond that is unreasonable, which they believe cannot be reached or posted by the defendant. They requesting, however, instead of the $5 million bond or the $1.4 million in property and cash, be instead a $500,000 full cash bond. Meanwhile, the other two defendants, Dr. Mike McKinney and 25-year-old Joshua Mullins, who are both out on bond and under home incarceration, through their attorneys, say that being as such under home incarceration with their electronic monitoring is preventing them from being able to properly meet with their attorneys and be properly represented and defended, requesting that that be changed as well. All three have a next court date set for February the 26th. On tomorrow night's program, I had a really wonderful interview today with Joseph Buzz Tharp, the chairman of the Highlands Foundation. I was familiar with the Highlands Foundation to a large degree, not completely, however. A board member, Jesse Rudd, brought it to my attention that they are again doing a big fundraiser this holiday season through Thanksgiving and Christmas season. They've set a bigger goal than the bigger one that they met last year. And essentially, I'll let him tell you all about it tomorrow. But if you're, sometimes you want to donate, it's not all that easy. You're not sure where it's best spent or what have you, and but rightfully so in today's climate and world. But nevertheless, they make it very easy, and they make it very understandable. Every dollar you give, 1, 10, or 100, or 1,000, they double and they split between food banks in 17 different food banks in the multiple county area. And of course, Magoffin and Johnson have some very important and well-serving food banks in them that money goes directly to. And they do a lot of other things throughout the year. So join me and Mr. Buzz Tharp, tomorrow on your news today. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. All right, welcome back. Here's something different for you. Now, this is video I shot. This is video in Kentucky. I'll tell you a little closer to where in just a few seconds. Now, the reason I remembered I had this was I read today earlier report. I didn't have time to watch the video, but I saw a few still clips of some surveillance video out of Virginia, and it was there that a raccoon over the course of the Thanksgiving weekend broke into a liquor store through the ceiling, went through, I'm not sure what bottle, it ransacked the shelves, knocked bottles off in the floor. I mean, it made a mess. And then apparently it helped itself to whatever it wanted to the point that it was passed out and extremely intoxicated when authorities arrived at what they thought might have been a break-in. If you go online, you can find it. It's everywhere. They say that literally the raccoon damaged the security system, caused a bit of a power outage to some of the equipment as well. They left it in shambles. It left it in shambles. But they've turned it into a viral situation. They're actually selling T-shirts and other things and raising what will probably be a lot of proceeds for the Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter as a result. Now, this video is a different story. I'm not going to say exactly which location because I didn't get permission, but I don't want to have this being a viral situation yet. But let's just say you're going to or from Lexington at night and you stop to get gas somewhere in between the two, closer to Lexington. I have never not seen something to this degree. And maybe it's intentional because I stop to get gas every time I get just to see what kind of wildlife we're going to see. And this has been going on for years. I think the first time that we stopped was 3 or 4 years ago maybe and saw what was just a few pretty plump raccoons. This last trip, and this is not all of the skunks or raccoons that I saw, just the ones that were on camera and didn't run off or scurry off when I got just a little bit closer. And it makes it look like I'm a little closer than what I am to the skunk. I'm not that foolish. But nevertheless, I mean, it's just amazing. Obviously, they're getting very well fed, probably from folks like me. I didn't feed the animals, but I certainly saw that they were very comfortable in their habitat, right next to a lot of activity, folks getting gas, snacks, and the like, and they could have largely cared less. I mean, there were several that darted off, but those that did either came right back or came back a few minutes later. And man, are they all healthy. So just putting that out there, it is certainly a sight to see. I don't want to make this a problem for anyone, so that wasn't the reason for showing it. But look at that. And this is probably about 2/3 of all the animals that were out there at the time that I was. Now, on a more serious note, and a festive one at that, and with an apology attached, Superintendent Meadows, Chris Meadows, has been waiting on me for the past 2 or 3 days to come up and make the presentation to what turned out to be this young lady, Emily Arnott. The Montgomery County School System has had a Christmas card contest, and her artwork was chosen. And it wasn't just that I needed to be there to put it on the news, but Henry's Hot Dog Company was glad to be able to donate the first place prize of $100. So we thank you for including us in that. I apologize for not being there. I was on the roof all day, Mr. Meadows, and I could not get down, and I'm sorry about that. But nevertheless, Miss Emily Puckett, her Christmas card, a wonderful artwork, which we will be glad to show you once we get my hands on our own, which we will, is going to make its way to schools all around the region, as well as to legislators here locally and the state level, and Governor Beshear can even count on having one on his mantle for the holiday season. Congratulations, Miss Emily Arnott, and thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Meadows, sorry, but thank you too. How about some birthday wishes to begin our McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar, and to a buddy of mine, Wesley Brown, a year older, and I think it's today. Happy birthday, Wes, from your mom, and happiest of birthday wishes going out, and from us as well, to our buddy Wesley Brown. Happy, the happiest of birthdays, my man. Happy birthday to you. I'm sure you're having fun wherever you are. With that, A reminder, Candy Cane Lane, now open, 5 to 10 nightly. Look for Santa's mailbox at the end of the lane, kids. You get there in time, need to make it soon. Leave a return address, put it in the box, Santa will write you back. That's how it works. That's how the Christmas magic works at Candy Cane Lane. And all the lights are fantastic as too. Check them out nightly through the holidays, 5 to 10. And the Water into Wine Food Pantry wants to remind everyone that they have 2 regular commodity days every month when everything is working right and everything allows. And the second of the 2 for December will be the 17th. Senior Commodity Day is the 18th, 9 to 11 both days. And tomorrow is the big holiday bazaar and soup bean dinner at the Extension Service. They're going to start in the morning at 10, go all the way to 7 tomorrow night. I promise you, great gift ideas, a great meal for just $8. A lot of vendors are going to be there. They hope that you'll stop by. Just for a few minutes, you just never know what you will see. They'll be packed with vendors and just everything in the holiday season you can imagine to tickle your senses. From there, let's go on to funeral service announcements tonight. First, a reminder that services for 78-year-old Sheridan Arnott of Miller Road in Sayersville are going to be held this coming Friday, tomorrow, at 1 o'clock. Survived by his wife Sharon, his brothers Richard, his brother Jeffrey, Samuel, and brother Timothy, his sister Linda Conley, and a host of other family all survive. In addition to his parents, Sherrod is preceded in death by his 4 brothers, Lowell, Billy, David, and Joey Arnott, and his sisters Dolores Davis, Phyllis Howard, Ethel Bailey, and Janice Sue Arnott. And again, service start tomorrow at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And services will be next Tuesday at 1, a graveside service held then in honor of Lily Bell Howard Lyon, 89 of Sayersville, who passed away earlier today at St. Clair. She's survived by her sons Jeffrey Lyon and Stanley Lyon and her sister Jewel Howard, 2 granddaughters, Jamie Lyon and Amberly Lyon, as well as 3 grandsons, 11 great-grandchildren as well, a special niece, and 2 special friends. In addition to her parents, Lily Bell is preceded in death by her husband Joe Lyon, 3 brothers, and 2 sisters. And again, a graveside service Tuesday at 1. The McGoffin County Funeral Home in charge of arrangements.
'90s Mixtape Live. Motown Philly's back again. Well, it's love that I need.
That thing. Oops, I did it again.
Rock your body, yeah.
Party now, and I will always love you.
'90s Mixtape Live.
Every single day for revolution.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135.
Youth,
Experience.
modern solutions to modern problems,
Proven solutions to legal problems.
an emerging face in the courtroom.
A known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
As cold and flu season approaches, there's another respiratory illness you should watch for: pneumonia. Like the flu, pneumonia can cause serious health risks and be life-threatening. If you have any questions about how to keep yourself and your loved ones safe and healthy, need over-the-counter relief for any symptoms, or want to keep your immune system at its best, stop by Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville.
Buffalo for me, bonsai for you.
Not a sauce guy.
Famous last words.
Not a napkin guy either.
Try new Famous Sauce with Lee's Saucy Sampler. Only at Lee's. Famous for a reason.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Now, we should talk about an upgraded forecast for this evening that, been seriously bumped up to a winter weather advisory. In effect, rightfully so, because we could see a little snow. We have a winter weather advisory in effect from 7 tonight till 10 tomorrow. This is not a drill. This is real time. Depending on the low that is moving a little more to the north, that's why we're seeing an upgrade and a better chance of some snowfall. And we actually, right now, we're looking at a lot of green rolling in. Temperatures out there right now at 32 and on their way down to about 27. So with that said, we're calling right now for a 70% chance of snow. Jackson, other models, all pretty much in concert. 1 to 3 inches possible between tonight and in the morning. Yeah, 1 to 3 inches. Now, keep in mind, as you just saw, a lot of green there. We could also see, light glazing on roadways and anything concrete or blacktop. So please keep that in mind. It's that glaze you can't tell is there until you're down. You know how that feels. Partly cloudy skies, a 70% chance of some snow tonight. And again, we're going to call for 1 to 3 inches. This is the last update. This is all really happened within the last no more than a couple of hours because just at 4 o'clock I had about up to an inch possible. Right now, we're going a little higher than that. We'll see which model is correct. So with that said, 27 tonight, partly cloudy skies, snow appears to be likely after what we think will be a little bit of rain at the onset. But again, we're at 32 right now after we only hit 33, and we're on our way down to about 25, 26, 27. So we'll probably see some flakes. Tomorrow, 41, mostly cloudy. Look for that snow to linger in the morning up to about 8 o'clock. Otherwise, we're going to dry up, hit mostly cloudy or keep mostly cloudy skies, and hit 41 for tomorrow's daytime high. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night and 29. For your weekend, still dry, 45 and 28 Saturday, mostly cloudy. Sunday, 45 or so. We hope to see some, I'm not calling for any sun, maybe a little lesser cloud cover, but I think we have mostly cloudy skies on your Sunday. A 30% chance of rain, as you saw. Monday, I think we will get the sun to come back. It's been a few days. Partly sunny and 34 and dry. And then we've got another system or two that rolls right back in. We go from 34 for your high Monday back to the mid and upper 40s for a couple of days before we fall right back down. And with that, starting on Tuesday, mostly sunny, and then precipitation chances come back in. So we start off with a 20% chance of rain and snow late Tuesday. We crank it up to 70% by next Wednesday, rain and or snow. And then again on Thursday, the chances, depending on where the mercury is when the moisture is falling, well, that's what form you'll see. That's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. See you back here tomorrow. Wrapping up this week of Your News Today.